good? What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ronald, and we're back with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about first year experience, uni life. So basically, guys, today what we're gonna be talking about is the challenges that usually first years they face, or people who are usually first year, or people like face like when going to varsities and stuff. One thing that's responsibility. Uni life, ne? The excitement, like the excitement of like going from like high school to a different province. Let's say maybe a different province, traveling, like it's a new experience, something that you thought it's gonna be nice. It is nice, but at some point it's kind of like it's hard, like it's rough out there. It's a bit hectic because whenever I start thinking of my first year, like I wasn't ready as much as I thought I was ready. Like I wasn't ready for the responsibility that comes with being at varsity and being alone and being responsible. See, so because let's check. The first thing at varsity that you're gonna do, the first thing is that there's no older person that's gonna be looking after you. Like it's every man for himself here. Everyone looks at himself like, and you have to make sure that you eat. You have to make sure that you cook for yourself. You have to make sure that you study, and you have to make sure that at the very same time you have to socialize. You have to get your life in order. You have to make new friends, those kind of things. You see, so the responsibility that comes with like being becoming a first year, or like becoming like a adulthood teenager, that's a lot. Varsity, like as much as it can be fun, but it's not nice of it, especially first year. Because one thing you have to notice is that the lecture load and stuff, like the workload, like it's hectic. There's the assignments, and with the fact that you have to adapt to the type of environment you add. And if it happens, for instance, that you stay in an environment like student, they drink a lot, because usually most final or senior students, they drink a lot because that's where it gets tougher and tougher and tougher. So if it happens that you stay in a place like there that is like that, it becomes like it becomes quite difficult for you to adapt, as in like maybe you left home while not drinking or using drugs and stuff. Like it become quite hectic for a person. Like for you it becomes quite hectic because you're not used to these things. Then you come to see people who do these things like on a normal basis, and you thought they were students, and if it happens when you don't have like self-control, you will end up there eventually. Because I remember my first year, I'm not pushing my friends, okay, but they were my friends. I remember my first day, like when I came inside, it wasn't difficult for me to adapt. Like it wasn't easy for me to adapt, but basically at the end I adapted. But I had the friends, like most of my friends, like they smoke, they drink, you see. So for me, it was hard, but it was not hard. It depends on the type of mindset that you want, like that you have. It depends on the mindset that you have, whether if you wanted to drink. I used to sit with them while they were smoking, they were drinking. It was nothing hectic because I knew, or like, you know what, and me, I'm not gonna do these things. And it wasn't that thing or like I'm gonna be tempted. Nah, even a single temptation wasn't there. I was just there like for me, like, okay, sure, these are my friends, you know what, yeah, it's fine, let me sit with them. I'm not gonna do what they're doing because I wasn't doing all these things now. So like, why should I be doing them now because I met these new guys here? No. So you see, so another thing, the second thing, it's adaptability. The fact that you have to go home, then adaptability, I think I've touched it a bit, like, but adaptability is another factor. It can lead to depression as well, because if it happens that you go in a space whereby like you don't actually click with the people like around you or the environment, even around the course that you're doing, like if you don't click with them, it becomes quite hectic. You as a person, like, it becomes difficult because if you're studying with people that you don't understand, like you try to understand, you see, it becomes hectic whenever you need help. If, let's say, you didn't understand your lecture or something, it becomes difficult for you because you don't know who to approach, and the people that you're around, like, they're not the people like that are socially like active or something, or maybe they just ignorant, you see. And maybe you can find a lot, like, you see those people that they have the mindset like from high school. Let's say they have that mindset of them thinking what are they geniuses and stuff. So, and not usually, like, some people they don't love helping others, and some they love helping others. But I believe, because it's it's a group work whereby, like, we have to be helping each other. This thing is not simple. As much as as much as you can see people graduating, holding those badges, it wasn't easy. Like, as the years goes on, like, you yourself, you can see that, no, man, actually I was wrong choosing this course, because it wasn't that like type of fun thing, like, whereby you can just say, or no, man, I finished, like, I sweat this nice and awfully. No, yeah, it's not perfect. You're gonna spend sleepless nights. Some of us, we spend those sleepless nights. So it's those times, like, you spend sleepless nights, like, you have to qualify for your exams, you have to write tests, and you see, like it becomes too much. Therefore, like, if maybe you in someone a believer in mujolo, you have to build relationships, they demand time, school demands time, or whatever, you see. So, like, especially around test time, there's no balance, like, there's no time to do anything. You're basically gonna become something like boma hubunyana, you see. So yeah, that's basically what happens, like, if, like, you don't balance your things. And you see, uni first year, what most people, like, they don't do, as they don't, like, if either they have fun, they over have fun, or if ever they do schoolwork, they overdo books. You see, like, sometimes, like, as a first year, it's difficult, like, to balance things, because the new experience, and you're scared of making wrong choices. That's the first thing that I was scared of doing. Like, I was scared of doing so many wrong choices. So, like, I ended up, like, being alone, and, like, I used to stay in my room most of the time. And even now, like, I can still see students, like they still stay in the room, like, for most of the time. I don't know if maybe they're scared, or is it because they're finding it hard to adapt, you see. So, like, I used to stay in my room most of the time, like, I couldn't, like, enjoy that time. And at the time when I got to experience that fun, like, it was too much for me to handle, and it eventually caught up with my schoolwork, whereby I almost failed. Yes, yes. So it's basically, it's a lot becoming a first year. Being a first year, it's a lot. And for me, Mjolo wisely, it counted me, because I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. Like, if people, because I've been seeing people saying, like, they're lucky that they found the soulmate varsity and stuff. Maybe Linda, I'll become lucky one day, and you see, but dealing with them Mjolo varsity, it's hectic, because, wow, that's another factor. And I did this thing, like, I don't know, maybe some people, I don't know if maybe Bachaba or something, or they scared of sharing information. Varsity, there's no one who's smart. It's all about hard work and smart working. You see, like, there's no one who's smarter than what and what. No, what you have to do, like, it's that you must just embrace what's happening, man. Like, work with people around you, man. Because eventually, when you do this thing alone, it becomes difficult. Do it with people, then it might become much easier. Maybe, let's say, when are you doing this part, I do this part, then we come together, then we explain to each other as friends, or maybe as peers. It becomes much simple. Because one thing I can say, like, the lecture, like the workload, it's a lot, it's a lot, and it being a lot, it's quite difficult for people, some people to like to maintain the pressure and end up either being depressed, or some are suicidal, or end up like deregistering or leaving the course because you cannot maintain the pressure. So many factors like that affect students, first year students especially, including pregnancies. Some they trying to prove their love, coming home while they are still virgins, or they're still innocent, like they try to prove love to the innocent, like prove their love to their boyfriend here, and it's kind of hectic. It's something that I never recommend anyone to do. Like, as much as you're in varsity, I feel like most of the time it has to depend, it has to do with fun, but at the very same time you can meet someone that loves you. But most of the people in university, like, they are there to vibe. We all know that they leave their people like at home. There's no way. You see. It's just that like they get, you see, like they get lonely, and another thing of saying I miss you every day to their home girlfriend or their boyfriend, it becomes quite hectic. So what you just gotta do, like they just gotta like at that moment, like they make you feel like you're the only one. Can't you know, like they're just pushing you the course. Then when they end, they teach you with the course, you see. So yeah, basically that's what happens. Like, it's a lot of responsibility being a first year, and coming new from you see, it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and I'd advise people like to try to manage that time. If you first year, if you have never had it nicely, I'm not saying I had a bad first year or anything, but becoming a first year, it's never nice. The coping of the work and everything, it's quite hectic, buffet too. And don't think because we there, like being first year, I'm not trying to scare you, but being a first year, it's difficult than being those other years. Just that other years, like the syllabus, it gets more harder. But as a first year, what's hard, it's the place. But as it goes down, everything is just introduction for you, like you see, introduction of the course and everything. So but basically it's nothing like that deep. So if you're a first year or you're gonna become a first year, guys, my advice is that when you get there, try to settle, make friends. You're young, don't make choices that you're gonna regret for the rest of your life, but at least try to enjoy. Make sure that you have fun in every way that you can, because university days are days that you can never be relieved, like you can never relieve. You need, like, you see, especially the groove, like uni groove, it's, but I'm not saying go groove, but uni groove, man, it's the best groove that you'll ever go to, with the thought of you and your friends, like with you and your friends sharing those smaller bianyanas, like everything go uni you share. Like, what's nice about uni is sharing, and like doing those moments with the people that you don't know. Like, some can be temporary, some can be friends from the far future, you see. So don't forget, like, first year, it's nice and don't forget to live your life, enjoy, balance your schoolwork and everything. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video, guys. Be safe out there. Peace.